Turning now to Campaign 2020, and we are your election authority. Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Kamala Harris squared off last night in their one and only debate. And unlike the first presidential debate, things were mostly civil. Joining us now to offer insight is Wes Renfro, an associate professor of political science at Quinnipiac University. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Obviously, a big difference from the first presidential debate to the vice presidential debate last night. What was your overall take?
You know, it was, I think, predictable. Folks were civil. There were some serious disagreements. It was well within the norms that we would expect in American politics. I think a lot of folks found it refreshing that it was more of an adult conversation, even though a lot of it was pre-scripted, but it was a nice change of pace from the first debate.
There has been talk that the next presidential debate could be held virtually. That is something that President Trump has said he is not willing to do. He has suggested pushing the debate forward, but the Biden campaign is saying no thank you to that. Why do you think President Trump opposes a virtual debate?
You know, it's unclear. He's just simply said that it's ridiculous. This is a little bit of speculation on my part, but he is someone who seems to enjoy live in-person events. You know, look at all the rallies that he's done over the course of his campaign, despite the pandemic. Fundamentally, it's not up to him. The commission decides, and the issue is unresolved. I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth over the next couple of days until it's resolved.
Most voters say they have already made up their mind what they are going to do on Election Day. Do you think it is important to have another presidential debate, and do you think it could influence voters' decisions?
You know, so debates are not great predictors of anything. They don't predict who wins an election, and they're not very meaningful in terms of moving the needle. Nonetheless, I think they actually have some value. It allows citizens to listen to and see and hear the folks who are running at the top of the ticket. And so it's an educative event, even though it doesn't typically change the outcome. I think it would be a shame if there weren't more debates in between now and Election Day. It would be a little ahistoric. I will say that we are running pretty late to be scheduling debates. They're normally concluded a little bit before the actual election. So this will need to be decided pretty quickly.
All right, Professor Wes Renfro with Quinnipiac University, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks.